Well, I've got a story. When I read this, this reminded me of perhaps a situation that might work for you.
Okay.
Since you often throw out this whole DJ who makes six figures a year, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I figured this might maybe be of interest to you, where you could get your hands on some young Tukey.
Right. Oh, I like that.
In exchange for it's basically a fair exchange.
All right.
I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but being that college tuition is so expensive these days.
Sure.
And the age-old adage goes where these girls are on the pole because they're quote-unquote paying their way through college.
Okay.
Well, this is in reality these girls who are paying their way through college. And they're willing to give up the pussy to pay their way through college.
Now, wait a minute. So they're looking for a sugar daddy?
That's exactly it.
Now we're talking my language.
Students seeking sugar daddies for tuition and rent.
Now we're cooking.
So they're willing to sell the pussy in order to pay their way through college and keep a roof over their head.
Please tell me this is Duquesne University.
Well, this is all over the place.
Oh, good. So this could be at Duquesne.
This is there is a website out there that actually is for girls who want to hook up with somebody who has a few shekels in their pocket.
All right. Please give me the web address immediately.
Who's willing to share those shekels with them?
All right.
For a taste of that snatch.
All right. Web address, please. Stop teasing me.
All right.
Where do I sign up? How much is the account?
Well, let's go through it.
All right.
So you can get some young snatch for the change in your pocket.
Oh boy, now we're talking my language.
All right.
All right.
Candace Kashana graduated from law school debt-free this spring because, thanks to a modern twist on the age-old arrangement.
Ooh.
During her first year, she faced tuition and expense that ran nearly $50,000.
In a year?
That's what it says. She went to law school.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Even after scholarships, she decided to check out a dating website that connected women looking for financial help with men willing to provide it in exchange for companionship and sex.
All right.
A sugar daddy relationship, as they are known.
This sounds great.
Now, almost 3 years and several sugar daddies later,
right?
It's Kashani.
Kashani, I guess.
Kashani is set to graduate from Villanova University free and clear, while some of her peers are burdened with six-digit debts.
Okay.
As the cost of tuition and rent rise, so does the apparent popularity of such sites among students. But are they really providing financial relief, or signing women up for something more exploitive and dangerous than debt?
What?
Kashani believes such sites are great resources for young women, but others say they are arrangements smack of prostitution and take advantage of women in a vulnerable situation.
All right, well, let's ignore those comments. Let's get back to the the positive spin.
Well, that would be a feminist position, I would believe.
Let's get back to the positive. We're helping educate women.
Right.
I mean, that's not an advantage men have.
Sure.
Men can't. I can't imagine that there's many women out there funding men's college.
Yeah, but if you're gay, you might find a gay guy who's willing to, I
don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because the gay guys will fuck anything.
That's true. We've proven that again and again on the show.
There is no need for fucking rational thinking amongst the gay community.
Well, nobody pays for dick.
That's right.
I mean, that really is what it boils down to. Nobody pays for dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like the record industry. It's free.
Yeah.
It's devalued.
I don't care who you are. You could be a 600-pound woman. Someone will fuck you.
Pretty much.
Not pretty much. Do you think that there's a size woman or a shaped woman? Do you think a 600-pound woman that's a 95% burn victim couldn't get laid?
Probably.
You think she probably could or could not get laid?
Probably could.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
There's a guy willing to fill that hole.
Exactly. And he's sitting right here.
So Dick has no value.
None. It's like music these days. The two things that have no value, dick and music.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Because there's plenty of it out there and it's easily accessible.
That's right. If you don't like the song that's playing, don't want to buy it, you just move on to the next one. Yeah. Same with the cock you're sucking.
Right.
Same thing.
Right. Lynn Camella, an associate professor of gender and sexuality studies at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Why is there even that course?
Because people got to study human nature, I guess. I guess it falls under the anthropology heading.
Okay.
Said that it is not unusual for students to turn to sex work, such as stripping, which we talked about, working the pole. I'm working my way through college.
Right.
Look at my boobies. Now give me a couple bucks. Prostitution or webcam work to pay for school.
Right.
But the sugar daddy sites are relatively new, and she says not entirely upfront about what they are really about. Well, I don't think you can openly advertise prostitution unless you live in Pahrump, Nevada or something.
Is it prostitution to say, I'll buy you your history book for a blowjob?
Yes. Because it's goods and services in exchange for sex. That's what prostitution is.
But isn't that, well, I don't want to even get into that conversation because it's the same as dating.
Well, it is. I mean, dating is not an agreement per se. Well, speaking of tongue in your groove, let's get back to the story about the chicks who are willing to give up the vag.
Yeah, because I've literally got a browser open ready to go to that website.
All right. So, Lynn Cornelia, an associate professor of gender and sexuality studies at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, said that it is not unusual for students to turn to sex work, such as stripping, prostitution, or webcam work to pay for school.
Right.
But the sugar daddy sites are relatively new, and she says they are not entirely upfront about what they're really about.
Okay.
These arrangements are more vague than prostitution.
Okay.
There is an expectation of material benefit, but it is not always specific, and sex is not guaranteed.
Oh.
Bron Welzer, a professor at the sociology of George Washington University and criminologist with the expertise in the sex industry, describes it as prostitution light.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Prostitution light.
Why is prostitution illegal at this point?
Well, because there's no way of taxing it.
But there could be.
Well, there could be, but the thing is when it's a cash business, it's hard to regulate and tax that.
It just seems like it should be legal at this point.
Well, there is legal. I mean, in certain parts of the country, it's legal.
Right.
But,
so that should there be any real like, let's just say, like, as an example, I go out and bang a hooker tomorrow, or I try to, and I get arrested. Shouldn't the fact that it's legal somewhere else make that just a total misdemeanor? Like,
yeah, but it's a states' rights thing. It's not a national or federal thing.
Right, and it's one of those things that how do you go into? I guess how do you walk into your state assembly and say, "Yeah, I'm pro fucking for money"? You know, I guess that's not the easiest.
Well, I guarantee you that subject has been broached many, many, many times over the decades.
Right.
That we should be able to do that, but I think regulation, because government has to be involved with everything.
Right.
I think regulating it is the biggest drawback to that.
I guess, but I mean, dating is prostitution.
It is, but the thing is that it doesn't go, you don't date because you're trying to have monetary gain, like goods and services.
Now who's being delusional here?
I'm not being delusional. I'm just saying that you don't go into it with this agreement up front.
Yeah, because you're not legally allowed to.
True, but that's what I'm saying. It's not a business transaction.
Let's just do this. Let's play the math out here. You ready? 99% of the chicks, they're going into it to get some money.
I agree, but it's not like you take me out, give me some money, and I'll give you some pussy. That's not like a services for money.
Maybe not spoken that way because, again, it's illegal.
I agree.
Now, let's go to the guy's side. Guys, we're going out with you to fuck the chick.
True.
If we don't want to fuck the chick, there's absolutely no reason to go out with the chick.
True.
Have you ever gone out with a chick that was not a friend and not had, man, I'd like to fuck that pussy?
No, because that's the reason you ask a girl out to begin with, is because you're interested enough to say, eventually I want to bang you.
Right. So if it's automatically, it's an unspoken word from the guy's side that they want to fuck, and it's also an unspoken on the girl's side that they're not going to fuck unless they get something, why not just fucking say it? Here. Why do I got to go out on 3 dates and 3 fucking dinners and pretend that I like going to see this fucking shitty chick flick? Here's a fucking $100 that I would spend on the food. Here's another $50 that I would have spent on the movies. Now, and here's my dick. Suck on it. What's the difference?
There is no difference.
The difference is the government legal way. You got to waste time,
and you don't pay taxes on that.
But really, that's what it is. The government way, you have to waste a bunch of fucking.
Sure, absolutely.
You have to waste like 12 to 18 hours of time to get your dick sucked.
Right.
Where if it was legal, you could just be like, hey, aisle number 1, cocksucker, come on down. That's what I need. Here's my $150 and let's go.
Well, this goes back to that story you told last week with Bill Peters where, about locking the doors at the Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
And the one waitress saying to you, well, if you're giving away money, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah. And it was true.
But at least she understood the concept of the trade-off.
Yeah. And Randy understood it better.
Well, regardless, but the point of the matter is that she understood that I do this, you give me that.
Yeah, of course. Because that's what all dating is. I'm just a believer of that. I don't even, maybe I've just gotten so jaded in the last 4 or 5 years since I've been dating,
sure,
that I just don't see any other purpose. I don't see any other dating scenario anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you do. I don't know.
It's not that I do. It's just I'm beyond that anymore. Yeah. I'm not looking to go, I wonder if there's a chick I could bang that I could trade money or services for to bang her. That's not even a conscious effort on my part.
No, but
it's just that you think, is there somebody out there that I have a mutual interest in that wants to engage in this trade-off?
Right. Well, here's the difference between me and you. You enjoy those 12 hours.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy the company of a woman. I'll admit that. Sure.
You enjoy that. Me, I'm so pressed for time that I don't want to waste time. I don't want to go and watch fucking the bridges of Madison County. I don't want to fucking do the bullshit where I'm fucking snuggling up with some chick watching Netflix trying to grab a tit once or twice before I get my cock sucked. I would just rather say, here, this is what it's about. Here's the dough. Now get this fucking juice out of my nuts. That's what I would rather just do.
You're just a jaded, hateful person. I'm sorry to tell you.
If that makes me a jaded, hateful person, then so be it. But that's just the truth.
Sure.
And maybe that'll change if I ever get back into a scenario where I actually want to date again. Like not date, but, have a steady girlfriend or a wife or whatever.
Sure, a significant other.
But like in the zone that you are, which I actually believe that I'm probably way more hardcore than you, because you don't mind having a relationship. Right now, not that you have one, but if a relationship started happening with you, you're okay with that.
Yeah, as long as it fits within the confines of what I've got going on in life right now.
Well, the thing that you were doing earlier in the year, you were okay with that all coming together.
Sure.
Me, that was way too much fun. Way too, all this.
Well, number one, you've got your hands full. I mean, you're running between two cities, and you're running an IT business, and you're running a pinball business, and you got other things on the burner, and you're writing books, and there really isn't time for that,
right?
Because women in general, in any kind of relationship situation, be it full time or even casual, they require your time and attention, and you don't have that to give.
I do not have that at all.
So it's better that you're not involved.
Right.
Because you don't have that time to give.
Right. And I don't know if I've said it on the air or off the air, but there's a person in my world that wants to have a relationship, and I refuse it because I can't commit to it at all.
Right. But at least you're smart enough to say, you know what, I can't do this because I can't commit to it, and you're honest about it. That's the most important part, is that you're being honest about it.
Yeah, and it works out to my advantage. If I need a nut, it's there. That's all the more I need.
Sure.
Just, I don't know. It's just odd. And again, you're right. It probably, if, let's just say someone bought the pinball place for $10 million, I would probably then start dating like a normal human being, because I'd have money and I wouldn't have to work so hard.
Sure.
So maybe I would start dating.
Maybe you would.
I don't know. But I mean, right now with the crazy, and you're, even we talk about it all the time on the show, but I don't even think the people on the show get it as much as like you do. Because you'll call me half the time, and your first question to me always is, where are you?
Yeah. I have no idea if you're in Ohio or in Pennsylvania or whatever because your schedule varies depending on what you have going on.
I know. And it's crazy like that literally you can't go 1 week in my world and know where I am. It's nuts. I'm living like a goofball, but whatever, it's working for these days.
Yeah, but at least you're being honest that, hey, I can't commit to anything right now.
Well, yeah, because if I tried to, with the one, you've met her, haven't you?
Sure, once.
Yeah, and I've been with her on and off for a while, a year and a half or whatever. 2 years. And but yeah, if I was to all of a sudden say, okay, now we're a thing, if I did do that, what would happen? Within 3 months, she'd hate my fucking guts.
Probably.
Because I can't commit to the time. I can't, what would she do the fucking Saturday I just decide not to come home? The Saturday that I just say, well, I'm staying in Pittsburgh. Oh, well, we had plans to go to the... Fuck you. My business is, and that's really where I am these days, because my businesses are more important than these people.
Sure. But the thing is as harsh as it may sound, your answer really is you're not the priority.
Yeah. They're not. I can't make them the priority.
Sure.
And I think that is one of the big differences between me and you. With you, not that you're not busy as well, you are these days, now that you're a fucking high roller in your business and whatnot.
Sure.
But your what you do lends itself to having time away. What I do does not lend me to have time away. And that leaves you into a different place.
Right.
Where you can spend time with people and whatnot. Where me, I can't even guarantee what city I'm going to be in today.
Sure.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I agree.
Anyway, continue.
All right. Well, sugar daddy arrangements have existed for ages, and it's unclear if they are becoming more common because of the phenomenon is not well studied. But experts say, at the very least, the internet has made the transactions far easier to arrange and negotiate. It allows you to hone in on what you want, said Kevin Lewis, an assistant professor of sociology at the University of California, San Diego, who studies online dating. So there's another specialty course right there.
Study online dating, really?
Yeah, he studies online dating.
Wow, that's something.
You can argue it's just making the market more efficient.
Okay.
Well, I think that's something you can agree with. You like
totally agree.
You like efficiency.
I do very much.
Kashani said she sifted through many potential suitors before finding one she clicked with. She says she considers her sugar daddy. Hang on a second. She considers her sugar daddy one of her best friends and that they care deeply for each other. Mm-hmm. He just likes to get his bone deep inside you.
Yeah, he does. Of course he does.
The people who have a stigma or associate negative connotations with it don't understand how it works, she says. But unlike most relationships, she is paid a sizable monthly allowance. Mm-hmm. Sizable.
Yeah.
That helps her pay for school.
She gets 8 inches worth of allowance.
Yeah. I give you, $2,000. You let me bone you.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
$2,000. It better be more than one time a month. That's for damn sure.
Well, I didn't say how many times. I'm just saying you get $2,000 a month. I get to bone you.
$10,000 or $2,000 a month. Does she have to live with you?
No.
For $2,000 a month, though, does she have to kind of be on call?
More or less.
I would think. Don't you? What are you thinking? 10 times a month?
Yeah. I mean, what is there's 4 weeks in a month, two times a week, eight times a month.
Yeah, for $2,000.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she gets boned 8 to 10 times a month for $2,000.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
$200, $250 a time.
Yep.
Guess what, girls? Your pussy's not that valuable.
Exactly. U.S. undergraduate students last year finished school with an average of $35,000 in student debt.
Right.
A figure that has been steadily rising every year, according to Mark Kentrowitz. Kentrowitz,
huh?
Kantrowitz.
All right, guilty.
Yeah. Jewish guy.
Yeah.
Financial, surprising. He's in finance. And is that a stereotype? Is that racist?
Yeah, I got to press charges on this article.
Right. An expert. The average graduate debt load is $75,000. And some longer programs force students into much deeper debt. Many students say their loans don't cover the cost of living. With their rents skyrocketing in most major cities, they are left scrambling to make up the difference. Mm-hmm. I think Twinsburg might be a hot spot for that.
Think so?
Or
yeah.
Cleveland, anyway.
Right.
Our graduate students at Columbia University in New York had a scholarship that covered almost all of their tuition, but not their living expenses.
Well, God forbid.
She spoke on the condition of anonymity, and because of the potential impact on job prospects, she tried to make do sharing a room with a classmate and working a minimum wage job, which I hear they're going to $15 an hour, right, Chris?
That's what they say.
Plus
any machines.
Plus any freelance work she could get.
Okay.
But still, she struggled to pay her rent and utilities.
Oh.
And her grades suffered.
Oh. All right. Are we still on this story?
We're still on it. We're trying to work through it.
All right.
I'm trying to get you laid, dude.
What's the name of that book? The Never-Ending Story?
Right.
Christ.
All right. So anyway, they struggle to pay their rent and their utilities. That's just not why I'm here, she said. That is, what is this girl's name? Student. She says, I wanted to find the most amount of money I could and make the least amount of effort. How long does it take to suck a dick? What, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So what is it? Twice a week, a month, 10 times a month?
Yeah.
So 10 times 10, right?
Half a month.
Yeah. 100 minutes a month.
Yeah.
Got to suck a dick.
Yeah.
So she found herself surfing Craigslist. Wow, Craigslist.
Ugh.
And here's the, now get ready to write this.
I'm going to the site now. Go ahead.
Backpage.com.
Oh, yeah. I'm aware of that.
You're aware of it?
Sure. Backpage?
I don't know anything about it. I don't serve those websites.
Oh, yeah. That's the Craigslist of porn.
Okay. Well, that's where they advertise, on Backpage.
All right. Let's take a look.
Here's the other one. Seekingarrangement.com.
That's the one I need. Seekingarrangement.com. See what we got here. Oh, look at this fucking relationships on your terms.
There you go.
Where beautiful, successful people fuel mutually beneficial relationships.
There you go. Mutually beneficial. You pay my school and my utilities, I'll suck your dick.
Find your sugar baby.
There you go.
Sugar daddy perks. 4 sugar babies per sugar daddy. The odds are in your favor with thousands of attractive women looking to meet you. Mobile friendly. Find an arrangement anywhere, anytime, on any device.
There you are.
Oh, you want to know the sugar baby perks?
What are the perks?
Number 1, financial stability.
Well, that of course pays for rent and tuition.
That's right. Unpaid bills no longer have to be a concern.
That's right. You open your mouth or you open your pussy and your bills just magically disappear.
That's right. Number 2, date experienced men. Start dating gentlemen who leave the dating games alone. Now we're talking. Number 3, find a mentor.
There you go. Hey, you've got a lot of experience, Chris. You could mentor along a young lady.
Teach them. I need to get myself a business student.
There you go.
Established sugar daddies offer valuable guidance for long-term stability.
Let me show you how the IT business works. Now suck my dick.
Right. You suck this cock while watching this video on YouTube on fucking programming on my tablet.
Listen, I got to do DDP yoga, but, it would probably go a lot quicker if my dick was in your mouth.
Yes, of course it would. And for that, I will pay for your geometry book.
There you go.
Oh, this site is fantastic.
There you go.
I'm signing up for this.
Well, see, I thought of you when I read this article.
I got to join this. I'm a man, yes, who is a sugar daddy, interested in women. I am over 18. I need to give it an email address. richwithatred at blah, blah, blah.com. See what this gets me. I'm signing up right now.
Get you a tasty snack.
Oh, this brought me right into seeing these college chicks.
Nice.
Oh. This one looks like she has a black eye.
There you go.
Shit. She knows what she has to do. Let's see here. How about if we go with these girls look really young. Holy smokes.
Well, they're college students, dude. Come on.
How about if I go, should I go with a hot one or an ugly one?
I don't know. It depends. I mean, obviously the hotter that they are, the more they're going to demand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I go with these average to below.
Mm-hmm.
How about Tattooed Girl 09? Oh, she's in Wichita. What is this Wichita shit? How do I search for Ohio or Pennsylvania? Oh, here we go. Search. I'm going to say Ohio.
No, go with Pennsylvania because there's a lot of colleges in Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania. All right, let's see what we come up with here. All right, now we're talking. I'm going with Lovebug V. Lovebug V. She's 18 from Brookhaven, New York. Kind of cute. You know, she looks like Rockin' Robin, kind of.
Yeah. Is she going to the University of Pennsylvania or something like that?
It's not saying. You probably have to meet her to find out exactly what school.
Is she in Pittsburgh, though?
Yeah, it came up when I did a search for Pennsylvania.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of colleges in Pittsburgh.
18-year-old sugar baby who is majoring in music business and business administration.
Yeah, she's probably going to Carnegie Mellon.
This is somebody. It's in my world.
There you go.
All right. Extremely laid back and super chill. Just tries to enjoy life as much as I can. My home is in Long Island, but I'm rarely there, seeing as I'm attending college in Pennsylvania.
There you go.
I'm only home for the holidays. What I'm looking for, a funny, down-to-earth person
That's
and
you.
someone who will spoil me and buy me makeup.
She's probably going to like Carnegie Mellon or something.
Should I message her?
Sure.
I'm going to message her. Click message. How do I do this?
Think you're hot. Want a piece?
Let me message. Fuck. Oh, do you have to upgrade to message?
I have
Fuck.
no idea. I know nothing about this.
Wait, I just have to verify my email address.
You just tell her I have an account at Alta.
I have a cock ready to be sucked.
No, you just tell her you have an account at Alta.
What is Ulta?
That's like a makeup and perfume place for chicks.
My mom is Mary Kay.
Yeah, ULTA, Alta.
Ulta. All right, yeah.
I have an account at Alta. You can, shop for your makeup there.
Right. Let's see. Oh, set my password. Let me do that. We're gonna do this live on the air. Get me some Pennsylvania ass, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's New York ass.
From Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, it brought me up a whole new set of chicks. I like that chick. Where'd she go? Let's see here. All right, this one looks kind of chubby and desperate. I'm going with her.
Chubby and desperate.
I'm going with her.
That's her screen name, actually. Chubby and desperate.
I'm going for Brittany here.
Yeah, Brittany sounds like a chubby girl's name.
This is not working. My name is Brittany, 21 years old. I'm currently expecting a child.
That's because she got knocked up by the last guy who supported her.
Jumping right off of that page.
She got knocked up by the last guy she met.
Who the fuck wants to pay for fucking warped fucking bad pussy? No.
Right.
I'm going back to Pennsylvania. There's Lovebug V again. Let me go back to her.
Hello, love bug.
Why can't I send a fucking thing? Fuck. It won't let me send an email. Well, that's tragic. I like Lovebug V. She's kind of hot. I'd fuck her.
I think that's the end result.
Yeah.
Got cash? You can fuck this one.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks doable. She does. She looks doable. I'm going to have to bookmark her. How do I favorite? Oh, Jesus. You got to go to your Fuck this. I'll do this at another time.
Sure.
But I will contact some of these this week, and we'll see what kind of response we get.
Okay. SeekingArrangement.com said it is the most popular in Los Angeles and New York.
Right.
Which, of course, that's where Lovebug is from.
Right.
The average rent in both areas are well over $2,000 a month.
I'm not willing to spend that much.
The Columbia student said she plans to continue sugaring after she graduates to buy herself time to find more traditional job and remain officially unemployed so she can defer her repaying the roughly $70,000 in loans she had already racked up.
Nathan from Kentucky, a pregnant escort, kind of like a Mustang with only 3 wheels.
Right.
And stretched out tires.
Exactly.
No, thank you.
There is a lot of moral panic about it, she said. Mm-hmm. But what are the real estate and academic funding situations that led to this?
Yeah.
Brandon Wade, creator of the site, touts an alternative to financial aid, but says that the company did not set out to target students when it launched in 2016.
Is this seekingarrangement.com?
Yes.
All right.
It stumbled on the niche and began in 2011 offering students a free premium membership.
Whoa.
Which usually costs $30 a month.
Wow.
It charged sugar daddies, that is you,
that's me,
$70 to $180 a month.
Jesus.
Depending on the membership level.
I'm going to have to interview this guy just so we can get some free passes.
So you're going to have to pony up $70 to $180 a month.
I might drop $70 for the show for this.
Seekingarrangement.com also offers to connect same-sex couples looking for such arrangements or sugar mommies. Is there really such a thing? Sugar mommies?
Sugar mommies?
Is there women who are willing to spend money for sex?
If they are.
That's hard to say. I mean, I can't even imagine.
I'm willing to take that money.
For men. But the male-female sugar daddy dynamic makes up the bulk of the business. No shit.
Wow, stunning.
No shit. Who would have ever guessed that?
Wow, they probably had some expert that studies this thing.
Right. It's difficult to pin down exactly how many students are involved in such situations because they are private transactions.
Oh.
And it's a niche really rarely studied by academics.
What? They study everything else here. Why not that?
I agree. Seekingarrangement.com says student users on the site jumped from 79,400 worldwide in 2010 to 1.9 million this year.
Wow.
And students make up 1/3 of its users.
Ooh.
And while it sees thousands of signups on any given day, the company says enrollment jumps during August and January, when the tuition is typically due. Sometimes more than double its normal levels.
Love it.
So August and January are the key months to get involved.
Right.
You might be able to score you a hottie.
I like it.
Women who have used the site report experiences that run gamut from respectful, chaste dates all the way to aggressive solicitations online, even though it is forbidden on the site. Sex is not guaranteed, although most users say it is implied.
Of course it's implied for that kind of dough.
Yeah. The company says a few arrangements have even led to marriage, although it's rare.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's like,
marriage.
I like the way you suck my dick, but I'm not marrying your ass. What, are you kidding me?
Why would you do that? You're special.
Right.
Who the fuck marries anybody that they got to pay for the pussy?
Right. Some of the women say they feel respected and cared for, but remain unaware that it's an arrangement, not a traditional romantic love.
Oh, yeah.
Sex ain't love, baby.
Yeah, pal.
Isn't that what Warrant sang?
That is.
It benefits me in many ways. We have a healthy relationship. We travel together. I'm able to enjoy the city more, said the New York graduate student. Still, she said, it is a job. A blow job, that is.
That's right.
It does kind of rub me the wrong way that people don't see it as sex work, she said. Cormella warns that unlike sex workers, many women doing this put their true identities online, and that could put them at risk.
Right.
While Seeking Arrangement runs background checks, there have been reports of violence against both men and women stemming from sugar daddy websites.
Oh, no.
Kristen Hauser of the National Sex Violence Resource Center said violence is common anytime money is exchanged for sex.
Or anything else.
Yeah. You need to pay attention that there is a power imbalance, she said. Wade said there are risks inherent in dating websites. He should know. He runs several, including one that allows users to bid on dates and another focused on open relationships. Bid on dates?
Bid on dates.
This was hot. $10,000. 15. 20.
Fuck that.
He said he created seekingarrangement.com out of his own frustration with women.
Right.
An MIT graduate, he had difficulty meeting women and realized a site such as this would highlight what set him apart. That is money.
Yeah.
Money and sex are things that people want, he said. I think the controversy comes into play on Seeking Arrangement because we are so upfront about it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's about it.
I can't believe you think I just want your money. Well, don't you?
Yeah, well, I can't believe you think I want something other than that fucking 3 inches of moist meat between your legs.
Right.
That's all we want.
You're right.
Jesus.
You want this pussy? You're going to pay.
Yeah. This is payback for all those years that you thought that pussy was fucking made of gold.
Right.
It's not.
Right. That pussy costs some money. Well, I got some money, so give up that pussy.
Yeah, because that's what it's worth. It's a service.
That's right. That is really how it's been for decades. It's just that people can't say it because of political incorrectness.
Oh. Well, you know, that influences me.
I agree.
I'll never say it again now that I found that's politically
right.
incorrect.
It's horrible that anyone would even say something like that.
Just terrible.
Terrible.
That's right.
Taught me a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we'll take a short break and we'll get into something else.
All right.
We're already 1 hour left in the show. Or 2 hours, is it? No, 1 hour, right?
1 hour left.
All right. Well, I got a couple more interesting tales to tell.
All right.
But we'll play a tune here.
Sounds good to me.
Let's play some Sex Ain't Love.
All right.
Here's Warrant, exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hey, everybody, it's Robert Mason from Warrant, and I'm hanging out with Neely, listening on the Classic Metal Show. I think you should turn it up and tear the knob off.